In the twilight realm of Irish mythology, where the veil between worlds grew thin, there existed a formidable race of monstrous beings known as the Fomorians. These enigmatic creatures, sworn enemies of the Tuatha Dé Danann, haunted the fringes of the Otherworld, their malevolent presence casting a shadow over the land. The Fomorians were a grotesque and fearsome sight. Their bodies, twisted and misshapen, bore the marks of ancient battles and unspeakable horrors. Their skin, a sickly shade of green, was covered in scales and warts, while their eyes glowed with an eerie, otherworldly light. Their mouths, filled with jagged teeth, could unleash a deafening roar that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest warriors. Led by the enigmatic Balor, a one-eyed giant of immense power, the Fomorians possessed a vast array of supernatural abilities. They could summon storms and earthquakes, control the tides, and transform themselves into monstrous beasts. Their weapons were forged in the fires of the underworld, imbued with dark enchantments that could inflict unimaginable pain and suffering. The Fomorians had a long and bitter history with the Tuatha Dé Danann, the divine race that ruled over Ireland. In ancient times, the two races had fought a cataclysmic war that had torn the land asunder. The Fomorians, driven from their strongholds, had retreated to the fringes of the Otherworld, nursing their wounds and plotting their revenge. As the centuries passed, the Fomorians grew stronger, their numbers swelling with the souls of the wicked and the damned. They raided the coasts of Ireland, abducting women and children to serve as slaves or sacrifices. Their presence cast a pall over the land, spreading fear and despair among the people. The Tuatha Dé Danann, ever vigilant against their ancient foes, knew that the Fomorians posed a grave threat to their realm. They gathered their greatest warriors and sorcerers, preparing for a final confrontation that would determine the fate of Ireland. The Battle of Moytura, as it came to be known, was a titanic clash of gods and monsters. The Fomorians, led by Balor, unleashed their full fury upon the Tuatha Dé Danann. Storms raged, the earth shook, and the seas boiled with rage. The air was filled with the sound of clashing swords, the screams of the dying, and the roar of monstrous beasts. In the midst of the chaos, the young hero Luflem Fada emerged as a beacon of hope for the Tuatha Dé Danann. With his magical spear, he pierced Balor's single eye, blinding the giant and sending the Fomorians into disarray. One by one, the Fomorians fell, their monstrous forms crumbling into dust. Balor, his power shattered, was slain by Luf, his death marking the end of the Fomorian threat. With the defeat of the Fomorians, the Tuatha Dé Danann secured their rule over Ireland. The land was cleansed of their evil presence, and peace and prosperity returned. But the memory of the Fomorians lingered, a reminder of the darkness that lurked on the fringes of the Otherworld, waiting for an opportunity to strike again. And so, the legend of the Fomorians, the monstrous enemies of the Tuatha Dé Danann, was passed down through generations, a tale of courage, sacrifice, and the eternal struggle between good and evil.